evening and welcome back. I'm Laura Kubicki.
And I'm David Dickey.
So, David, did you follow any of the election night coverage last night?
Unfortunately, I did not. I was busy doing homework and studying for exams, so
man.
didn't get a chance to catch it. But what happened?
Well, I guess talking locally, Senator-wise, Pat Robert kept his Senate seat with 53% of the vote,
That's
while
good.
defeating independent candidate Greg Orman with only 42% of the vote, and Libertarian candidate Randall Batson with only 4% of the vote, sadly.
Yep. Oh, that's good. Well, I heard Kansas Governor Sam Brownback was reelected. He defeated Democratic candidate Paul Davis. This makes Brownback only the second Republican governor in Kansas to be reelected the last 50 years.
Wow.
So some great history made tonight.
And what about national elections? Did you hear anything about that?
Oh, of course. The big news overnight was the election of the Republican Party has gained full control of the Congress. President Obama will now work with a majority of Republicans within Congress. With at least 246 seats in the House available, the majority has not been this large since World War II.
Well then, what an interesting election night.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up after the break, we'll have sophomore Killian Brown here to explain why there were over 400 non-KU students on campus last Friday. Stay with us.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Welcome back. This past weekend, KU hosted the Midwest affiliate of Collegiate and University Residence Halls Conference for the first time since 1993. Here with us today is sophomore Killian Brown, MACURH 2014 Entertainment Chair. Welcome, Killian.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about the MACURH Housing Conference that took place this past weekend at KU.
Well, it was just a collection of students from all over the Midwest, from schools all the way reaching up into Canada, part of Canada's conference as well. Just coming together to learn about things that are happening in their schools, student housing, things that can make their schools better, and just coming together to have a fun weekend of student housing things.
Well, that sounds like lots of fun. Tell us a few things you learned from other universities' housing committees.
There were a lot of different programs that different universities use that I wouldn't think would be beneficial or help in any way or would be fun, but that they had a lot of success with. One of the ones that I remember was a Harry Potter viewing party, which you would think that's not, anything to do with like helping people or like housing oriented. It's just a fun way for residents to get together and have a good time. So that was interesting.
All right. Well, what role did you play in the housing conference this week?
Like you said, I was the entertainment chair, and just putting together socials for students to get to know each other and get oriented with each other. We hosted MACURH's first ever drag show, which I helped put together. That was interesting. Definitely had my fingers crossed that wouldn't blow up in our faces. And then a dance on Saturday night as well with a costume contest and just a bunch of entertainment and hospitality type events to keep everyone entertained, I guess.
And was that mostly held at the Union or all over campus, or?
Friday night was mostly at the Union, and then Saturday night we had the delegates stay at the Holiday Inn over by the Turnpike. So.
All right. And what would you say is the most important or useful thing you gained out of this conference?
Just the union of different universities over, student housing, something we all have in common, something we all love, to try and get our incoming students and students that stay in student housing to support the universities and just trying to make it better as a whole.
And how can your fellow Jayhawks get involved in student housing?
I would say just, if you yourself want to get involved, talk to your hall presidents or maybe even go up to the top to your complex directors, your assistant directors, and just ask questions of, how do I get involved with, university residence halls or the All Scholarship Hall Council, or even so much as, running for hall president or hall secretary, things like that, you may not think make a difference, but definitely help you get oriented into it.
For sure. And speaking of housing, can you tell us a little bit about the 2 new Uprising residence halls on Daisy Hill?
Actually, yeah, they are the construction of them is in progress, and they're going to replace McCollum Hall. So McCollum will be torn down once the 2 new buildings are ready. And so it's going to be 2 new residence halls connected by a community center, which will be open to all students of student housing. So it's just trying to emphasize the importance of incoming students as well as students that stay within KU student housing.
And I heard McCollum is supposed to turn into more student parking.
Right, yeah. So right now there's a lack of parking on Daisy Hill, as I'm sure all the students watching know about. yeah, so McCollum will be turned into a parking lot that, well, you can have more parking spaces.
Well, very interesting. Thank you so much for joining us, Killian.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll have the details on the breaking news on campus today and the latest on the legalization of marijuana and what 3 states have officially passed the law.
Welcome back. This is your Wednesday news update. KU Public Safety has taken 2 individuals into custody after disrupting classes today by making threats toward perpetrators of sexual assault. The individuals were reported wearing Guy Fawkes masks on campus and one wearing a vintage military uniform. Officers are continuing to investigate. Anyone with information about this event should call Public Safety at 785-864-5900.
Voters in Alaska, Oregon, and the District of Columbia have voted to legalize marijuana for recreational use as of yesterday. These 3 states are following in the footsteps of Colorado and Washington, which legalized the drug in 2012. Oregon's laws will be similar to the marijuana laws in Colorado, where it is legal for a 21-year-old to manufacture, purchase, and possess personal marijuana. Things aren't happening so quickly for Washington, D.C. because of its identity as a district, not a state. Congress has the ability to overrule the district's approval.
3 Americans who went missing October 13th have been found dead in Mexico. The 3 siblings were visiting their father in Mexico when the abduction occurred. Authorities said they were last seen by police force known as the Hercules Squad, which is a private security group formed by the mayor. 9 members of the Hercules Squad are being questioned, and the case continues to be under investigation.
15 people were injured today in the midst of a brawl between Israeli police and Palestinians at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Witnesses say groups of Palestinians were throwing stones and fireworks at the Israeli police. According to CNN, some are claiming that the police were clearing the way for Jewish protesters.
We're going to take a short break. Stay with us. When we come back, we will have Jack and Bertley for the forecast update.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Now we're back with Bentley on the weather, and she's on the 6th floor of the Kansas Union. Bentley, it was a great day out there today. How's it looking
Actually,
right
it's
now?
really nice out today. It's a little windy, but not bad. Earlier today, it was about 42 degrees from 68. Tonight, it's going to get down to 42, which is pretty nice. It's kind of cool up here, but I like it. Yeah. So, tomorrow, though, we'll have a perfectly sunny day again. It'll be 56 with a low of 33 in the night, but luckily the sun's kind of warming up, so it won't be as bad.
That's a little bit chillier than it was today, but still pretty nice. How's it looking for Friday and then on the game on Saturday?
Friday, it's going to be partly sunny, and it's going to be 62, so a little bit warmer. And then a low of 42, and then Saturday, it'll be completely sunny with a high of 55, which seems a little chilly, but because it's going to be completely sunny, the sun will warm up, so it's not too bad. But I would say, enjoy the warm weather while you can, because next week we're going to drop down to the low 40s as a high, and then at night it's going to drop down to 20s.
Oh wow, that's pretty chilly. Well, sounds like we have some nice football weather for this weekend, and it's going to be a little chillier next week. Thank you, Bentley, for the weather, and unfortunately for all of our viewers out there, that's all the time we have today. Join us next week, and enjoy your day.